So how do you get away from your neighbors gang stalking you? I'm just curious, because that's what I'm dealing with. From that RV all the way around to here. See? Wake up, light on. It's like somebody watches the normal monitoring and everything else, because, I guess I'm not predictable, because I guess they figured I would turn to crime or hurt myself for being gang stalked. When in turn, I found it to be, you know, uh, that those involved in violation of 18 code, hold on, code 18 US 241, two or more persons, well, that's 10 years, cameras, well, Maryland has 4 privacy laws. Cameras, wiretaps, audio, video, even speaking about someone's personal life to someone else without their consent is a violation. I mean, it's one thing to say, hey, how you doing? How's, so-and-so been? But it's a different story about disclosing someone's personal life. So how do you get away from people when they're literally all around you? And the only other thing I can do is well, let's just say I would definitely pass a polygraph test at this point. See? What I tell you? So at this point, I would pass a polygraph test. And, the sad part is all Masons help. That's the sad reality. So whether you've been in the military, police, whatever, they all help. So I can tell you for sure that if it doesn't stop, then a class action is what I'm going to pursue. And that way, every other, see, lights come on down there. Every other person that is a targeted person in Maryland can join it and bring their own info. Me? Well, I'm as sober as they come. So, I am willing to take that after 14 months of dealing with this, knowing that disseminating FISA is 10 years, 241 is 10 years, Maryland's privacy laws. Well, that's a combination that could get you maybe 15 to 20 years, depending on how many of the laws you have given out or broken. And then direct energy weapons, if you've used those, well, then that'd be attempted murder. So, all these people, God willing, I'd be ready to take a polygraph. And anybody else. See, I threw away about 8 recordings of people being downstairs. But that was only 8. I still had the good ones. So all these people take part. Oh. And at this point, I've had enough. See? Yeah, doors closing. I mean, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. You got people wiretapping and, using stingrays on your electronics, hacking your stuff. God's going to send all these people to hell, but, why wait? You got police departments or people in the police departments, fire departments that are Masons that help. Turning blind eye from one thing to another. So people that you're supposed to be able to trust in the community, you can't. See, turned off the light. It's because using DEWs, it's attempted murder, and disclosing personal private life and everything else. Well, I'm done. All these people do it. And they want to act like good Christian neighbors and everything else. Look, there you go. Boom. God is going to send all these people to hell. It's a sad thing. Really, it is. I've prayed. I've prayed for all these people. But yet, to no avail. Keeps on happening. So, I'm ready to take me a polygraph test. Because I know I heard people see I have really good hearing, and I can hear from that trailer to that light up on the right. I can hear when people talk, and I can hear from that distance. And little do people know, but I can hear clearly, just as if you were talking like this in front of me. That even includes here. So you might want to give those cameras back before they do an audit. Mm-mm-mm. I've had my fill, my cup overfloweth. So what do you do when you live and you're surrounded by gang stalkers? I don't get it. Like, I mean, you can continue to be, a good person, and you can just wait for God to come up on the back end and send them to hell. But if they do it to me, how many other people have they actually done it to? Since they'll cause car accidents and everything else. Wonder if that's how the boy down the street passed. My wife. I wonder. You really start to wonder if they actually committed said crimes. And I'm starting to think, yes. And it truly needs to stop because You're not going to get to my core. But I don't want you to hurt someone else. Because you can't just be targeting me. There's got to be others. And if that's what God woke me up for, was to completely stop it, well, so be it. So all these people, and I wouldn't be surprised, not one bit, when people are supposed to be asleep, and every day they're awake. You hear that pipe? Every person from that trailer around has had a piece of fence pipe. They don't have fences. Oh no, no one has a fence. But they've had fence pipe. So whether that's how they make a DEW is with a piece of fence pipe, but they need to, it needs to be done and over with. That's why they have organizations like Targeted Justice, Change.org, and some others. That's why Trey Gowdy was going on Comey about FISA and disseminating, records that are collected through the NSA. So, all these people are either military or government. Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny when people started moving in. But I figured, hey, everybody wants to live in a quiet area. Until you're the social outcast. No one says a word to you anymore. Then you start to really wonder. So if anybody has an idea other than letting God please, I'm all ears because I know that you can start a class action and let anyone and everyone who is a target join. So, God bless and you'll have a good day.